Good afternoon. This morning we've seen an amazing display of rituals at Urban Prep that has to increase the social, emotional learning capacity of the students there. Traditional education individuals would view that as time away from instruction. Can we talk about the benefits of devoting time during the course of the school day, possibly taken away from instruction, and how directly addressing social emotional learning can benefit the overarching goals of the school day? And the second part is that even talk about strategic partnerships, possibly with CBOs, in supporting that as well.
Brother Miller.
Brother Wayne, I think you asked a really important question that a lot of us really grapple with. I mean, I think at its core, schools really confront this issue of high-stakes testing, right, which is sort of the blue elephant in the room. And I think that the reality is that we want to really address many of the social and emotional needs of children as it relates to school, even though there's a role for parents and there's a role for the larger community. We have to begin to figure out more creative ways to introduce what I call more life skills programming into the school day. I was talking to the good brother over at Newark, from Eagle Academy in Newark, and he was sharing with me some funny stories about some of the young brothers over at the school. And a lot of the issues that they're dealing with in all of the schools that are here represented the fact that oftentimes young people are coming from homes, oftentimes, and communities where the values that are taught in the schools are not necessarily reinforced in the neighborhood and in the household. And so what ends up happening is we cannot just go to schools and teach the major subjects. We have to begin to figure out more creative ways to introduce life skills programming and the kinds of things that we need to teach young boys to make them have a more well-rounded experience. Things like introducing debate, things like chess, things like the kind of general programming that young men need to learn, because depending upon where you live, there are going to be some things that are definitely going to happen to you that we need to be able to address in the schoolhouse. So, for example, I think that we do young men a disservice when we don't teach them the rules of engagement when they're stopped by the police. Because the likelihood that the young brother's going to be coming home, he's going to be stopped by the police, these are the kinds of life skills programming that I think are critically essential, particularly in schools that we're working with boys of color.
Roberto.
Yeah, if I could just really quickly